Hey guys, Parzival here, and welcome back to the Top 5 Gods series. Just a reminder that this Top 5 video is specially made for players in between Bronze and Plat. Every Top 5 or Top 10 God series only has high-end gameplay in mind when over half the player base is Plat or below. So in this video, we're going through the top 5 solo laners that will help you carry your team and dominate the enemy backline. If you guys want to see any solo lane gameplay, I have a few videos up on my YouTube channel that you can go check out, link in the description below. Coming in at the number 5 spot, Bologna is the classic god of the solo lane. If you are just starting out in Smite, I would recommend starting on Bologna. Honestly, she was the first god I ever played in Smite, and here I am. She has a straightforward playstyle and can outclear most gods with her cleave autos. The most challenging part of Bologna's kit is understanding how her 3 stances interact with each other. To put it very briefly, her 1 stance is a great boxing stance because you develop block stacks as you auto. Her 2 stance is mainly used as her jungle and wave clear as it gives her cleave autos, and her 3 stance has extended auto range at max rank and heals you every 3 autos. With a little practice, Bologna can be a very powerful tool in your arsenal. Achilles has a very interesting playstyle that you can abuse at the low ranks of Smite. With a lead, Achilles is one of the best solo laners to abuse it with. The reason Achilles is at our number 4 spot is because his early clear is very weak and he will be out cleared by just about anyone he comes across. A great way to deal with this is to try and freeze the minion wave on your side of the lane. This will allow the jungler to come over and punish the enemy solo laner if he gets too aggressive. This allows the enemy solo laner to have pressure early on in the game. However, once Achilles gets his boots online and hits level 5, even if you are down a level or 2, Achilles will still have crazy kill pressure because of his execute. He also has great dodge mechanics so he can escape enemy damage with his 3. If you can get past the early game, Achilles is great in team fights and can easily clean up kills with his ult. If you are not an aggressive laner and are looking to farm until the team fights, Achilles is a perfect pick for you. King Arthur has and always will be one of the premier lane bullies in Smite. With the sheer number of abilities that man has, he is guaranteed to sink some damage into the enemy solo laner. He is fairly safe in his laning phase due to him having 2 dashes and a CC immune dash ult, however his teamfight is where he shines the most at low ranks of Smite. He has amazing setup for mid laners with his ult, plus he has a knockup and a slow on cooldown. King Arthur also has cripples and some crazy AoE damage. Seems like a lot of stuff, right? If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't be, because you never have to worry about building on King Arthur. In every single game that you play King Arthur solo, you can build the exact same thing and be super tanky and put out a stupid amount of damage. In the game you're seeing right now, I did change the build a little bit to better suit myself for the team I was facing, but I will give you guys a build that will work in any situation. If you have any doubts about playing King Arthur, here's a clip of me defending on King Arthur, basically 1v5 with the Titan's help. King Arthur has to be one of the most slept on gods at the higher ranks of Smite, so if you're wanting to win at the low ranks, King Arthur would be a nice starting spot. He is one of the most in-your-face gods that drive backliners crazy. Taking all this into account, we give King Arthur the number 3 spot in our top 5 god guide. Osiris can be an amazing god at the low ranks of Smite. If you are looking to snowball a game, Osiris is the god for you. He has a great laning phase and can hang with the high tier lane bullies if you play him right. Osiris has very good natural clear with his AoE auto chain, plus he has insane poke with his 2, and the fact that his 1 practically has no cooldown from level 1 makes him pretty much unboxable going into lane. As Osiris, you will find yourself naturally pushing forward and wanting to fight early because of the early CC and damage that you have. Because of this, when playing Osiris, you are one of the very few solo laners that should always buy a damage starter. I would recommend Death's Toll because it has great sustain which will allow you to bully lane even harder, plus it scales exceptionally well with Death's Embrace. Osiris is also a great counterpick into healing comps that are usually popular at the low ranks of Smite. You don't see large healing comps anymore due to the Season 8 changes, but it is always a great tool to have. If you want to press your W key early, Osiris is the pick for you. Before we get into the number 1 solo laner in the top 5 god guide, we have one honorable mention. Nike is a fantastic pick at the low ranks of Smite. If you're worried about getting bullied out of lane, Nike is the solution to your problems. The fact that she is able to push gods or waves back, leap over walls to get away, or create a ginormous shield whenever she needs makes her one of the safest gods to play in solo. She also has a great team fight with her giant slow on her ult and ability to chase gods down, plus her passive is a very nice buff to the entire team once you reach the late game. The only reason she is not in our top 5 is because it is very hard to hard carry a game with Nike. It is very possible, don't get me wrong, but if you are looking to hard carry a game from the solo lane, you need lots of pressure and kill potential. Nike doesn't provide that in lane because she excels at surviving. However, if you are pushing up in ranks and worried about getting soloed, Nike can be a great god for you. Coming in at the number 1 spot, Kokon is the ultimate lane bully. Especially with the new solo start in Season 8, you are able to come in with the perfect amount of rage built up. This almost guarantees you that you will transform into your rage form when clearing the first wave. The fact that you transform this early in the game provides you with unbeatable kill pressure at the first wave. Nobody in the entire game will outbox a Kokon at the first wave when played correctly. Because of this, Kokon provides enormous pressure and you're able to start invading buffs extremely early in the game. If the solo laner comes to defend, you will most likely just be able to drop the buff and kill them, unless their jungler rotates and your jungler is doing right mids. Anyways, Kokon will almost always win lane at the low ranks of Smite, and 90% of the time you will come out of lane with a substantial lead that you'll be able to abuse. If you're an extremely aggressive solo laner and are looking to end the game in 10 minutes, there is not a better god to do it on. Thank you guys so much for watching this top 5 video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have different opinions, let me know in the comment section below. And as always guys, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.